Today we will discuss 68th day, 69th day and 70th day. One day it was about ocean acidification. Next day it is with respect to ozone depletion. In that way every day one topic holistically we did. So if there is a question on ozone also, all it is covered. If there is a question on ocean acidification, all it is covered. So 68th day, it is the first question, ocean acidification. There is a question on ocean acidification. You know, first we have to remember the pH value. If the pH value is less, below 7, it is called as acidic in nature. If pH value is more than 7, it is called as basic in nature or alkaline in nature. That is basic thing which we have to know. So 1 to 6 it is called as acidic, 7 is called as neutral, from 8 to 14 is called as alkaline or basic. As you know, alkaline water is very good. Why? Because it's zero acidic in nature. So every human being want alkaline, every human being want basic. The dissolved carbon dioxide in seawater forms carbonic acid which increases the ocean's pH value. Whether this carbon dioxide which is dissolved in the ocean obviously will increase carbonic acid, but because of which the pH value will come down or pH value will increase? pH value will come down. Acidic it is becoming means value should be somewhere around 1 to 3 or 4 or 5. So it is not increase the ocean's pH, but it is reduction in ocean's pH. So this is wrong statement. It is influenced by acid rain and eutrophication. Yes, obviously it is influenced by acidic rain. What is acidic rain? The emissions which are mainly sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide. Sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxides which are released mainly from thermal power plant emissions or vehicular emissions, which will go into the air and will mix up with oxygen and water vapor, will result in the form of acidic rain. So acidic rain is acidic in nature. Eutrophication, because of eutrophication the chemicals will enter into the ocean. So both will result in what? Ocean acidification. So this is also correct. It reduces the concentration of carbonate. It will reduce the concentration of carbonate, which is important for building blocks in seawater. It reduces the concentration of carbonate. See, it reduces the concentration of see, then what is happening? Carbonic acid is forming because of ocean acidification. Carbonic acid is becoming. So when the carbonic acid is becoming, which means the carbonate is good actually. Carbon content is good. Carbonic acid is not good. So carbonate is reducing and carbonic acid is increasing. So it reduces the concentration of carbonate, yes, which is important for building blocks in seawater. Building blocks in seawater means organic form, life form. So this is also correct. How many of the above statements are incorrect? Only one is incorrect. So answer is what? A. Second question, consider the following statements in respect to probiotics. In relation to probiotics, we know probiotics is good for health. Probiotics, what is that? So probiotics are made up of, yes, it's a combination of bacteria and yeast. True, probiotics. The organisms in probiotics are found in foods we ingest. Yes, it will get externally, but they do not naturally occur. No, in our gut. Gut means inside. It is naturally there, which we will get also through ingestion. Ingestion means by eating. So it is naturally there. It is artificially also will enter into our body. So this second statement is wrong. Probiotics helps in digestion of milk sugars. What is the best thing of probiotics is, if the people who are suffering with digestion, for them the doctors which they mainly they refer is go with probiotics. Why? Because probiotics helps in digestion. So probiotics, this is also help. Correct. So how many of them are correct? 1 and 3 are correct. 1 and 3 are correct. So generally probiotics are live bacteria and yeast. They are found mainly in yogurt and fermented foods. Probiotics, they are naturally present in our body. They are also through ingestion it will be there. There are certain strains which helps in digestion of milk sugars. Third question, recently evil twin of climate change. This type of questions we can expect. Evil twin of climate change. Sometimes without reading also we have to be in a position to answer it. Evil twin. First one is ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is one evil. What is that one evil? If ozone is getting depleted, the UV rays from the sun will directly fall into the population, onto the earth. So there is only one evil because of ozone depletion, no other. Directly the UV rays will fall onto the human beings will suffer with cancer. Whereas melting of glaciers will take place. Because of melting of glaciers, what will happen? The sea level will increase. Because of increase in sea levels, the islands will be submerged under the sea level. That is also one evil. Whereas heat waves will result in sunstrokes. So that is also one evil. But whereas ocean acidification, it will impact aquatic flora, aquatic fauna. It will be attacking. Ocean acidification is having multiple. It is not a single effect, it is having multiple effects. So hence ocean acidification is called as what? Evil twins. Evil twins of climate change. Evil twins of climate change. So ocean acidification is often referred as evil twin of climate change, as greenhouse gases are warming the globe. In one hand, at the same time increasing the carbon dioxide level of the sea. Due to this, the chemical makeup of our oceans is changing. Due to the double effect of greenhouse gas on the sea, it is called as evil twin. Next question. Consider the following statement with respect to DNA barcoding. DNA barcoding is nothing but a single segment of DNA. The single segment of DNA is called as DNA barcoding. If that single segment, if I get, so what we will do, we will just on barcode, we will scan so that we will get the information. So single segment of DNA if I get, if I decode it, I can understand the complete genome of the individual. That single layer is called as DNA barcode. Assess the age of a plant or animal. No. With DNA we cannot assess the age of any animal or plant. Impossible. Distinguishes among the species that look alike. So whereas we can identify this DNA is of human being, or this DNA is of bacteria, or this DNA is of virus, that we can identify by using the DNA. Third, undesirable animal or plant materials in processed food. When the processed food is there, like for example beef is there, mutton is there, or chicken is there, or some processed food is there, through that processed food, through the DNA barcoding, we can understand how many unidentified. Yes. So this both are correct statements. How many of the statements are correct means 2. So answer is B. Answer is B. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding ocean acidification. So completely we discussed about ocean acidification. What is ocean acidification? If you go with the content also, the content is very good. Please, you read this content is enough and more. And current affairs, you read your material, some other material, anyhow you will be taking it. And plus this. Ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is the ongoing increase in the pH of Earth's oceans or decrease in pH of Earth's ocean? Decrease. Ocean acidification is the ongoing increase in the pH of Earth's ocean caused by the uptake of carbon dioxide, from the atmosphere, but it will be increasing the pH or decreasing the pH. 1 to 7 is called as acid, 7 to 8 is called as alkaline, basic. So this is correct statement or wrong statement? Wrong statement. For marine ecosystem, ocean acidification presents a twofold challenge of higher acidity and lower availability of carbonate ions. For marine ecosystem, ocean acidification presents a twofold challenge of higher acidity. When acidity is more, carbonate ions will reduce, carbonic acid will increase. Now only we discussed, no, carbonate ions will reduce, carbonic acid will increase. That is called as ocean acidification. So this statement is correct. Algae and seagrasses. How many of the above statements are correct? Algae and seagrasses may benefit from higher carbon dioxide. Yes, sometimes carbon dioxide is useful for what? Photosynthesis. So algae and seagrasses may benefit from higher carbon dioxide conditions in the ocean as they require carbon dioxide for photons. How many of them are correct? C. All the 3. So answer is B. First one. Ocean acidification is ongoing decrease in the pH, correct? Is ongoing increase in the, yes. So how many are wrong? Correct. So it is B. It is ongoing increase, no, it is decrease, correct. Day 69, completely on ocean depletion. You have to remember 2 protocols that is enough for ozone. One is called as Montreal Protocol, other is called as Kigali Agreement. These 2 things. Montreal Protocol is the first protocol mainly discussed about protection of ozone depletion. That much only. The protection of ozone depletion is been under which protocol? Under Montreal Protocol. Montreal which country? Canada. Then what happened? Kigali Agreement happened. Kigali where? Kigali, Kenya. Kigali Agreement happened in Kenya, whereby it is with respect to phasing out those products which are responsible for depletion of. That is the difference. Montreal Protocol is only just about protection of ozone layer. We didn't discuss anything. Then we understood that you discussed only about protection of ozone. How you will protect ozone, man? First you have to reduce that ozone depleting products. Like what, sir? Hydrofluorocarbons, halogens, hydrofluorocarbons, halogens. These are the products which are responsible for ozone depletion. So reducing, phasing out those products which are responsible for ozone depletion are Kigali Agreement. Protection of ozone is Montreal Protocol. Everyone know ozone is present in which layer? Stratosphere. So atmosphere, troposphere, we have troposphere, we have stratosphere, then we have, tell me the layers. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. Last one is called as exosphere. The troposphere ozone is formed naturally through the interaction of solar ultraviolet radiation with oxygen, whereas stratospheric ozone is formed primarily from photochemical reactions. I will tell you two things. Ozone generally present in stratosphere, but however ozone is also present in troposphere. But the ozone which is present in troposphere is very dangerous for human being. The ozone which is present in stratosphere is very good for human being. Means what? Ozone is a pollutant. You know, ozone is a pollutant. So ozone is having two varieties, or ozone is having two functions. One function is good function, other function is bad function. Good function is what? When it is present in stratosphere, it will not allow the ultraviolet rays to fall onto the earth. That is the good function of ozone in stratosphere. Whereas the bad function of ozone in troposphere is, when the ozone is present in troposphere, it reacts with photochemical agents and results in smog. It results in smog. Yesterday we discussed photochemical smog, which is also called as London smog. So this smog will be made where? In troposphere. So ozone is not good when it is present in troposphere. The ozone is good when it is present in stratosphere. So troposphere ozone is formed naturally through the interaction of solar. Solar interaction will happen in stratosphere, whereas if formed primarily from photochemical reactions will happen in troposphere. So this statement is wrong. Got it? So the stratospheric ozone is mainly because of sunlight UV radiation, whereas tropospheric is mainly because of photochemical reaction. Second, the rate at which ozone is being destroyed is much faster than the rate at which it is being formed. True, 100% correct. So how many of them are correct? Answer is B. Answer is B. Next question. The thickness and thinning of the ozone layer are uniform all over that. No, nothing will be uniform. Common sense, nothing will be uniform. Without reading also we can come to a conclusion. Anything will be uniform? Whether man will be same every day? Impossible. Inconsistency is the nature. Inconsistency is the norm of the nature. Change is the norm of the nature. Change is inevitable. If anyone tells that no, I will be like this, means 100% impossible. He is telling lies. Uncertain, completely lies. So the layer which is ozone layer which is there, which is not uniform, which is varying. At one location it is thick, at one location it is thin. For example, Australia is suffering with ozone depletion. In Australia, Oceania region, in New Zealand region, the thinning of ozone is happening, because of which the ultraviolet radiation is directly falling onto the Australia. So hence this is correct or wrong? Wrong statement. Ozone is present only in the uppermost layer. What is uppermost layer of the atmosphere? Exosphere. It is not present in exosphere. Either it is present in stratosphere, which is good, or it is present in troposphere, which is not. So this is also wrong statement. The Kyoto Protocol is seen as landmark environmental agreement that aims to regulate the production and consumption of almost 100 man-made chemicals referred to as ozone depleting. It is not a Kyoto Protocol. It is not Kyoto Protocol. It is what? It is what? Montreal Protocol first protocol, Montreal Protocol, as a landmark environmental agreement that aims to regulate the production and consumption. See, regulate the production and consumption of those substances which are depleting ozone. Andavarake. But Kigali completely phasing out. Zero. Phasing out of this is by whom? Kigali Agreement. Completely phased out is Kigali Agreement. Montreal Agreement is the first step to reduce the ozone depleting. Yes. Got it? So, this is not Kyoto Protocol, it is Montreal Protocol. So, all our answer is C. Answer is C. Consider the following statements regarding Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete. C. Again, I am repeating. Montreal Protocol is the first protocol which discussed about protection of ozone layer by telling that by reducing the ozone depleting substances, ODS. But however, phasing out completely ODS, ozone depleting substance, is by which agreement? Kigali Agreement. So, under the Kigali Agreement, parties to the Montreal Protocol will phase out the production and consumption of hydrofluorocarbon. What is this? Phased down. The protocol is to date the only UN treaty where that has been ratified every country on earth, all UN members. Yes, all UN member states. India has failed to meet the phase out targets of all the ozone depleting substances as per the Montreal Protocol schedule. This we have to look. Ozone depleting substances regulation and control amendment rules 2000 has been issued under air prevention. It's true. How many of the statements are correct? So, answer is A. 1 and 2 only are correct. So, this is correct. This is correct. Third, we will look into it. Third, India as a party to the Montreal Protocol since June 1992 has been successfully implementing the Montreal Protocol and its ozone depleting substances phase out projects and activities in line with phase out schedule of protocol. Then what is this? India has failed or successful? Successful. India is not failed, it is successful. Ozone depleting substances regulation. Fourth, ozone depleting substances amendment rules 2019 have been issued under. So, with respect to what? We have Montreal Protocol, we have Kigali Agreement internationally. Then under India, which law is regulating these ozone depleting substances? Environment protection, like that. So, ozone depleting substances is regulated by which act? Environment protection. Polar stratospheric clouds. Polar stratospheric clouds or nacerious clouds cause ozone depletion. In the view of this, consider the following statements. Number 1. Polar stratospheric clouds or nacerious clouds contain water and hydrochloric acid. Only. Finish. 99% it will be a wrong statement. Which facilitates the supply of. So, yes, water is there, hydrochloric acid is there, but not only. Hydrochlorofluorocarbons are there, halogens are there, forms are there. So, hence the statement is wrong. These clouds are formed throughout the year. No, nothing can be formed throughout the year. Nothing can be uniform. Nothing can be throughout the year. That is also wrong. Throughout the year is also extreme sentence. Throughout the year is also extreme sentence. Hence, neither nor. Answer is D. Answer is D. If you see, well, again I am checking, again I am reading here, I am checking correct, again I am doing here, again I am going back and making it correct. Similarly in your examination also, when you know the answer, but you should be alert. Compulsory one question or two question will happen to any experienced persons only. One or two. Next question. Regarding genetically modified organism crops, what is this? Rubber Board Research Farm has the world's second genetically modified rubber plant tailored for the climatic conditions in northeastern India after China. It is not second, it is first. First genetically modified organism crop in northeast India. Why? Because actually for natural rubber, it should be tropical climate, it should be humid climate. But northeast India what? Evergreen. Every time rain, it's evergreen. So actually natural rubber will not grow. Natural rubber will grow in South India, not in Northeast India. So, but we made a farm. We made a rubber plantation in Guwahati. How? By genetically modifying it. So, genetically modified organism rubber plantation crop for the first time in the world is Guwahati, Assam, and it is the first project which rubber is GMO, genetically modified organisms, are living organisms whose genetic material has been artificially manipulated in a laboratory through genetic engineering. Yes or no? Yes. Clearance of Genetical Engineering Appraisal Committee is not mandated. No. Genetical Engineering Appraisal Committee under Environment Protection Act, which came into existence, is responsible for providing GMO crops permission in India. So GEAC is the body which will give permission for genetically modified organism crops in. So this is also wrong statement. So what is answer? A, no? Only one statement correct. A. So Erberg, yes. Which of the following sand mining? Current affair. This time 62 people went for UPSC interview. Whoever transcript I am getting, I am posting in your groups. Once go through it. This time the questions are very easy. I don't know why they are asking. Easy questions they are asking. And people from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana were being asked. Were being asked mainly with respect to sand mining. Because sand illegal mining is very, very rampant, mainly because of politicians. So sand mining is happening. They are selling the mine into the construction sector. Why? Because what is flourishing now? Construction sector. So first statement. Which of the following are the environmental consequences of sand mining in India? Changing the course of rivers and increase in river erosion, 100%. Depletion of groundwater table. See, when sand is up to here, water will be here. When I remove, the water will go deeper, no? So groundwater table will decrease. Yes. Threat to agriculture and damage to coastal ecosystem. Adversely impacting the habitat of microorganisms. So answer is all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Common sense. Griha. Green rating for integrated habitat assessment. Green rating for integrated habitat assessment. What it is? It is actually a plan of global environment facility whereby every building will be given rating with respect to what are the steps taken such that the building will be environment friendly. For example, what? Now a policy came which is called as rooftop policy. Means compulsory any house which is constructed newly after 2022, when the rooftop policy of India came, every Telangana state also have this rooftop policy. Compulsory on the roof of the top, they have to make one painting so that directly sun temperature will not come inside, so that we will not use AC more. In that way, the building should be what? Sustainable, environment friendly. Those buildings will be given what? Griha rating. It is a green building rating system jointly set up by the TERI and the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It is not Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, it is the Ministry of Power. TERI is correct only. The Energy and Research Institute. The Energy and Research, TERI as well as Ministry of Power. Wrong statement. Griha has been developed to rate only, again, to rate only the residential buildings. No, not only residential building, corporate building, any building, government building, every building. And government building is compulsory. Whatever they do, first they will keep what? Government building. Wrong. Global Housing Technology Challenge India was organized with an aim to identify and mainstream a basket of innovative technologies across the globe that are sustainable and disaster resilient. How many of them are correct? We will see. So answer is B. 2. How many of them are correct? We will see. TERI jointly developed by, yes, correct. This is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy only. It is not Ministry of Power. Ministry of Power is different. This is Ministry of New and Renewable. TERI, Griha, TERI and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. For me, negative marking. Minus 1/3. But this is not concept. This is factual question. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Only is wrong only. Global Housing Challenge. This is correct. This is also correct. 2 statements. Global Housing Technology Challenge India, organized by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs with an aim to identify and mainstream best available and proven construction technology that are sustainable, green and disaster resilient. Next question. Green AG project. Green AG project. It aims to promote organic farming. No. Farming should be sustainable. Farming should be environment friendly, but not organic farming. So this is wrong statement. It will be implemented initially in 5 states in the country. It is implemented in 5 states starting with Mizoram. Correct. It is funded by Global Environment Facility. True. It aims to cover 2 protected areas, the Dampa Tiger Reserve and yes, this is also correct. So how many are correct? 3 are correct. So answer is what? C. Yes. The project seeks to integrate biodiversity, climate change, sustainable land management objectives and practices into Indian agriculture. So it is sustainable agriculture, it is environmental protection, biodiversity protection and land degradation. No more land degradation. That particular project is called as Green AG. AG means agriculture. Green Agriculture Project. Union Government Green AG in Mizoram to reduce emissions from agriculture and ensure sustainable agriculture practices. Mizoram is one of the 5 states. Remember these 5 states. One is Mizoram. Second is Rajasthan. M, R and Madhya Pradesh. M, Odisha and Uttarakhand. So it is Uttarakhand. 5 states. Mizoram, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Uttarakhand. A memorandum of understanding is between Mr. X. Memorandum of understanding, MOU. This is important. Green AG project. MR, Mizoram, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Uttarakhand. Third, the Green AG is funded by Global Environment Facility under the control of, it is not funded, who is implementing it? Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare is the national executive agency. Other key players involved in this is Food and Agriculture Organization as implementing partner, Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It aims to cover 35 villages, include 2 protected areas. One is called as Dampa Tiger Reserve, other is called as Tortanglang Wildlife Center. Consider the following statements. Shunya labeling program. Shunya labeling program. Shunya. The Shunya program for net zero energy building or net positive energy building. Means this building should be net zero. Means what? Zero emissions. Zero emissions, environment friendly. Or else it should be what? Net positive. Net positive means at least solar energy is there positive only, no? So it should be a net positive. Shunya labeling program. A net zero energy building is one that relies on renewable sources to produce as much as energy as it uses, usually as measured over the course of a year. For Shunya labeling, Central Electricity Authority will verify the data and after the assessment, the appropriate certificate and plaque will be issued. So first one is correct. This is not Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It is Ministry of Power. Shunya is Ministry of Power. Earlier one what? Griha. Griha is what? Terry and New and Renewable Energy. This is Ministry of Power. So this is wrong statement. The net zero building is one that relates, yes. It is not Central Electricity Authority. It is Bureau of Energy Efficiency. It is Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Answer is B. Only incorrect. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Why? This is by Ministry of Power. This is by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Whereas net zero energy building is one that relies on renewable sources to produce as much as energy as it uses, usually as measured over the course of year. Means how much energy I use, that much energy I should produce. If how much I am using, how much I am producing is balanced, it is called as net zero. How much I am using, if I am producing more, it is called as net positive. Who is implementing it? Shunya labeling program is being by Ministry of Power. These are all government schemes only. Consider the following statements regarding spent nuclear fuel. Spent nuclear fuel, which is very dangerous. Spent nuclear fuel means what? It is a nuclear waste. Spent nuclear fuel is what? It's a nuclear waste. Spent nuclear fuel, occasionally called used nuclear fuel, is nuclear fuel that has been irradiated in a nuclear reactor, usually at a nuclear power plant. Yes or no? Irradiated means radiated. True. Spent nuclear fuel contains a mixture of fission products and long-lived radioactive waste, which are neither radioactive, no. So this is wrong statement. So answer is what? 1 only. Answer is 1 only. So this is about the 15 MCQs.